Archena from India predicted, in 2026, only 7 zodiac signs will receive wealth. 1 year can turn the entire financial picture of life upside down, and that is exactly what we will talk about today. Archena from India made a clear statement. In 2026, only 7 signs of the zodiac will be able to enter the realm of great wealth. Her words were not assumptions. It was a cold, accurate forecast that confronts each of us with the question, who will get the chance to break through to the top, and who will have to watch from afar? This year will open the way to resources that previously seemed unattainable. For the chosen signs, a period will begin when risks will be justified and every step will bring unexpected profits. Archena pointed out that 2026 will be the moment when the potential accumulated over the years will break through the stagnation and come together in one powerful financial breakthrough. That is why it is important to know if you are one of those who are allowed to rise higher than they ever dreamed. Before moving on to the signs, write in the comments whether you feel an inner readiness for great growth. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any important predictions. What lies ahead could change your life. Aries. Aries begins the path to wealth with an intense inner impulse that has long demanded release, and it is this impulse that becomes the starting point for events that gradually form a financial breakthrough. The essence of the changes lies not in random luck, but in the ability to act faster than others, to see benefits where others see only obstacles, and to take on a level of responsibility that previously seemed excessive. Aries has a keen sense of when to take a step forward without hesitation, and it is this determination that opens up new sources of income. Every financial direction that previously seemed unstable is suddenly structured and transformed into a reliable stream that increases in proportion to the effort. Aries does not look for complex schemes, but focuses on what really works: practical activities, quick decisions, real numbers, cost control, and accurate income tracking. This allows them to increase their capital without unnecessary risks, and at the same time, Aries forms a new financial behavior model, where every action is aimed at strengthening a key resource: personal confidence. During this period, Aries' ability to see patterns in economic processes is strengthened. Analytical thinking, which previously manifested itself in an unsystematic way, turns into a stable mechanism that helps to identify profitable areas for investment or business development. Aries begins to understand the financial structure of the market more deeply, how prices are formed, why demand changes, and where the real opportunities for capital growth lie. This allows them to avoid losses, refrain from impulsive purchases, and focus their energy only on steps that generate profit. Stable partners appear who appreciate strength of character, the ability to act quickly and take the initiative. Such interactions bring additional financial opportunities that were previously unavailable due to a lack of strategic vision. Aries will have the opportunity to increase their capital in several parallel directions, each of which will form a separate financial level that will gradually strengthen. The first source is the expansion of professional activities beyond the usual scope of responsibilities. Aries is aware of their own competence, knows how to structure knowledge, and offers it in the form of products or services that are valued by people. The second source is the ability to monetize skills that were not previously used in a financial sense. This can be analytics, quick management decisions, practical recommendations, structured communication, or the ability to create effective work processes. The third source is participation in projects that require quick reactions and the ability to take responsibility for the result. The fourth is investment steps based on clear and rational logic rather than emotions. Aries' financial position is strengthened not by chance, but by consistency. Each action is backed up by real indicators, accurate calculations, and discipline. Aries finally finds a way to balance expenses and investments, creating a financial cushion that does not decrease, but naturally increases through the proper allocation of resources. This provides stability, thanks to which Aries can plan more ambitious steps, purchasing property, launching their own projects, and expanding their business. Each decision becomes a logical continuation of previous actions, and this forms a new economic model in which accidental losses are practically eliminated. Aries gains the ability to focus on long-term goals without wasting energy on minor distractions. This opens the way to even greater income, which is not formed instantly, but as a result of systematic work. Aries' financial thinking moves to another level, from short-term pursuit of instant gratification to strategic accumulation that ensures stable and steady capital growth. This changes not only external circumstances but also the very model of behavior. Instead of reacting to difficulties, Aries begins to anticipate and prevent them, which significantly reduces risks. The key factor for growth is Aries' ability to control their impulses and not take steps that undermine financial stability. Instead of excessive spending, they make precise investments. Instead of chaotic movement, they follow a structured plan. Instead of scattering their energy, they focus strongly on one direction that brings maximum profit. At the same time, Aries does not lose flexibility, which allows them to change their strategy in a timely manner when market conditions require it. This makes them one of the most powerful financial players among the other signs. As a result, a strong economic foundation is formed, which makes it possible not only to earn, but also to accumulate resources, turning them into stable capital. Aries invests in their own skills, expands the scale of their activities, and forms new connections that bring additional resources. Each stage becomes part of a large financial system that works to their advantage. There is no room for random decisions in this system. Every move has a clear rationale and creates growth. Aries moves into the category of people who are able to manage large cash flows without losing control. Their thinking becomes structured and their actions become effective. Thanks to this, they achieve a financial level that previously seemed unattainable. New income is generated so naturally that it becomes part of their normal way of life. Aries expands their influence, strengthens their position, and forms long-term economic stability, which allows them to move towards even more ambitious goals without limiting themselves to previous frameworks. Taurus. In 2026, Taurus will enter a phase of financial upheaval, which will grow like a wave, putting noticeable pressure on the first weeks, and at the same time creating opportunities that were previously unavailable. The material sphere will cease to be just a matter of stability. It will transform into an arena where Taurus will demonstrate its ability for deep strategic thinking, deliberation, and unwavering consistency. At first glance, it will seem that events are moving slowly, but within this process, a precise financial architecture will be formed where every step will carry weight. The changes that come in the fall will require determination, and those that manifest closer to winter will lead to a steady increase in the resources that Taurus has long sought to accumulate. In the first months of the year, Taurus will begin to notice that their actions are no longer dissolving into routine and are beginning to produce concrete results. The practicality that has always been the basis of their character will become the main resource for a major financial breakthrough. They will begin to control the flow as if squeezing it in a firm grip. No detail will escape their attention. No decision will be made in haste. This is a period when Taurus will cease to be satisfied with what they have and begin to build a more ambitious income structure. The power of this process will be felt even in the smallest financial actions, from optimizing expenses to overcoming internal fears of investments that previously seemed too complex. Taurus will have a tendency to deeply analyze everything related to their material foundation. They will re-evaluate their sources of income, distribute their efforts, and see that some opportunities were right there, but went unnoticed due to a lack of time or willingness to take on responsibility for a large-scale project. There will be no room for chaotic actions during this period. Taurus will work methodically, consciously, without any impulsiveness. Their inner movement will become so precise that every financial step will yield tangible results. The strengthening of long-term projects will become a point of support. Productivity will grow as if external circumstances are finally adjusting to their rhythm. A particularly strong leap will occur in the middle of the year when Taurus begins to master new areas. Professional expertise, practicality, and the ability to work with systems and processes will all become tools for financial breakthrough. They will begin to develop parallel streams of income, each of which will be different in nature. One will be stable and predictable. The second will be progressive and promising. And the third will be purely technical but potentially highly profitable. Together, they will create the basis for the increase in material well-being that they have long wanted but did not have a systematic approach to achieving. In the summer, Taurus will begin to understand how much his financial character has changed. If he used to often hesitate about whether to take risks, now he will take rational but bold steps. This balance between caution and activity will be the key to his growth. He will stop doubting his own abilities and begin to perceive financial challenges as a way to lay the foundation for years to come. Favorable opportunities will seem like a logical continuation of his previous efforts rather than a coincidence. At this point, the most powerful transformation will take place. Taurus will finally realize that they are capable of managing large sums as confidently as small ones, and this confidence will begin to attract new resources. In the fall, Taurus will be faced with the need to make a long-term financial decision. This will be a moment when inner stability will be a major advantage. Instead of succumbing to pressure, they will be able to assess the situation calmly and coolly. This ability will set them apart from others and open the way to larger projects. Material income will begin to grow in waves, the first from existing projects, the second from new contracts or agreements, and the third from previous investments that will finally begin to pay off. This financial triangle is not formed by chance. It will be the result of all the decisions Taurus has made methodically and confidently throughout the year. At the end of the year, Taurus will move into a completely different financial category. There will no longer be an internal struggle between the desire for stability and the desire for development. Both directions will harmoniously combine and create a powerful material platform that will allow you to act without fear of loss. In this state, Taurus will feel how correctly they have built their income structure. Each previous step will look like part of a grand plan, even if at the time of the decision it seemed like an independent action. The material results will be visible in real numbers: increased savings, expanded projects, new contracts, and growth in the value of personal assets. All of these financial dynamics will make 2026 a year of decisive growth. Taurus will not rely on external circumstances. They will create them themselves. Their actions will become a benchmark for others, and their financial decisions will be an example to follow. Their inner strength, which has long been calm and restrained, will come to the fore and begin to influence practical results. The material breakthrough will be natural, not accidental. a new level will appear in the income structure, stable, strong, sustainable, and well managed. Taurus will manage it firmly, without fuss or doubt. They will have a clear understanding that their financial sphere is finally working for them, not against them. And this will be the point from which he will begin to move even more confidently, forming new opportunities that will add strength, influence, and tangible results to his material potential. Gemini. In 2026, Gemini will enter a financial realm where their every step will carry much more weight than ever before. In the first weeks of the year, they will feel their inner tension transform into a powerful impulse that will push them out of their comfort zone and force them to move in directions that previously seemed too risky or unpredictable. This movement will not be chaotic. It will be precise, purposeful, and consistent. Gemini will begin to perceive the financial sphere as a field of opportunities rather than a space of limitations. The income structure, which previously seemed unstable, will begin to form a logical system where each element reinforces the next. The material year will unfold gradually, with events building on each other, and Gemini will read these signals with more confidence than ever. In January, they will still maintain internal caution, but it is in this caution that strategy will be born. They will begin to record not only expenses and income, but also the behavior of their own financial motivation. The habit of quickly switching between tasks, which previously scattered their energy, will become a tool for managing several streams at once. Gemini will be able to pursue several areas of activity at once without losing focus. Their mental processes will become more focused, and their analytical skills will become much more accurate. They will stop acting out of inertia and begin to show a clear understanding of how the market works, where real opportunities come from, and how to avoid the traps that previously dragged them into a cycle of unproductive spending. Movement in the financial sphere will become more intense closer to March. During this period, Gemini will feel the need to change the structure of their income. Their previous sources will no longer satisfy the scale of their ambitions. This will not be a sudden epiphany. It will be the natural result of their internal transformation. They will understand that it is time not only to work harder, but also to work smarter, to build consistent steps and not to settle for small decisions. The key will be that they will begin to treat their own skills as a resource that can bring significantly higher income if directed in the right direction. This will give impetus to move to a new level, where every action will have a more significant financial effect. Important events will begin to take shape throughout the spring, but the biggest internal shift will come in April. It is at this time that Gemini will realize that their previous work style and attitude toward money no longer matches the economic potential that is opening up before them. They will reject old financial constraints. Their decisions will become precise, not emotional or impulsive, but structurally balanced. At this moment, a new financial behavior will be born, and it will become the basis for the entire year ahead. Gemini will begin to form a multi-level income model. 1. Direction will ensure stability. The second, prospects. And the third, growth that will be noticeable in the long term. It is then that they will realize that they are capable of managing complex financial structures without losing control. Summer will bring a strengthening of this movement. In June, Gemini will begin to see the first results of their updated financial strategy. Deals that previously seemed unattainable will arise. People will appear who will appreciate their competence. Financial flows will expand naturally, as if responding to their new internal stability. At this time, they will learn to work with risks, not to avoid them, but to manage them correctly. They will not succumb to the fear of loss, because they will see the real picture. Opportunities outweigh risks, and their ability to adapt makes even difficult situations profitable. This will be a period of rapid financial growth, but it will not be chaotic. It will be consistent and controlled. In July and August, Gemini will face a moment that will require maximum concentration. They will have to make an important choice regarding the distribution of financial energy. It will not be an easy decision. They will need to determine which areas to strengthen and which to leave in support mode. It is this point of choice that will affect the scale of their autumn income. Gemini will know that they can no longer spread themselves too thin. They will focus their attention on projects where their expertise is most valuable. As a result, their financial flow will become more focused and therefore stronger. Financial opportunities that have been waiting in the wings will begin to open up one after another. Closer to September, their strategic thinking will reach its peak. Gemini will begin to act with a confidence they have never seen in themselves before. They will discover a new field that requires intellectual flexibility and the ability to work with information. This area will become an additional source of income, capable of exceeding all others in the future. They will be able to accurately predict the financial consequences of their actions, and this ability will make them resistant to any fluctuations. Instead of reacting to changes, they will anticipate them and use them to their advantage. In the fall, they will feel an advantage over circumstances that was previously unavailable. October and November will provide an opportunity to turn accumulated ideas into concrete actions. Gemini will begin to conclude deals, create projects, optimize systems, and expand horizons. This will be a month when their financial confidence will take the form of clear results. Material income will increase steadily, without sharp declines or interruptions. This will be a period of systematic growth, when every financial step will bring dividends. They will be able to strengthen not only their current income, but also their long-term stability, which will give them a sense of complete control over their financial space. In December, Gemini will enter a new state of material strength. They will have several independent streams of income, each of which will work autonomously but effectively. Their financial behavior will become mature and strategic. They will cease to depend on external circumstances because they will have enough resources and tools to manage any situation. The inner fear that once held them back from taking big steps will disappear without a trace. It will be replaced by an understanding of their own strength and ability to create high-level material results. Gemini will end the year in a financial position that significantly exceeds their previous plans. They will have a strong, stable foundation, a clear income structure, and confidence that their every move in the material realm will bring results. Their financial energy will work in harmony, allowing them to form new horizons without limiting their own possibilities. Cancer. In 2026, Cancer will enter a period when financial reality will begin to change so rapidly that events will overlap, forming a powerful material shift. From the first days of January, they will feel internal pressure that will require decisive action. This will not be a random impulse, it will be a need, formed over many years, to break free from the restrictions that have long held back their potential. Cancer will begin to act not on the level of emotions, but on the level of strategic instinct, which has always been strong in him, but previously was not realized in the material plane. In the first weeks of winter, he will notice that finances are no longer a sphere of uncertainty and are moving into the category of manageable structures that respond to his every action. In February, Cancer will stop doubting their ability to manage large processes. They will start with small steps: systematization, cost analysis, and resource redistribution. But behind these small changes will lie a much larger mechanism, the formation of material stability, which previously seemed unattainable. His attention to detail will turn into a precise financial tool. He will be able to catch market changes, predict people's behavior, and see what opportunities are emerging. This will be the first sign that the year is preparing a much stronger financial breakthrough for him than he could have imagined. March will be the point of collision between internal experience and new challenges. Cancer will have to choose between the old model of behavior and the new one, which requires more courage. It is in this courage that the main financial resource will be hidden. He will stop avoiding situations that previously seemed too difficult or unpredictable. Cancer will begin to act quickly, but not thoughtlessly. They will do so with the understanding that time, opportunity, and strength have converged at a single point. During this period, they will be able to lay the Yekiat, foundation for the most powerful income of the year, and this decision will affect all subsequent months. New financial offers will appear in April. Some of them will seem too risky, others too far-sighted. But Cancer will feel an inner understanding that he is now ready to work outside his comfort zone. He will realize that long-term projects can provide him with the level of financial strength he previously only dreamed of. That is why they will begin to develop parallel sources of income. One direction will provide stability, the second, growth, and the third, the possibility of scaling. And each of these directions will work not in isolation, but in synergy, forming a material network capable of withstanding any financial fluctuations. In May, Cancer will finally realize that they are capable of managing large flows. They will begin to build structures that will work even when they do not interfere in the process. This is a state where automation, systematization, and the shigisetsu, right partnerships, will begin to yield results. Cancer will be surprised at how quickly the material return from each of their actions takes shape. They will be able to turn information into income, skills into new opportunities, and connections into a real financial foundation. May will be a turning point in the sense that Cancer will begin to trust their professional intuition much more than ever before. June will bring challenges. External circumstances will require speed, and their internal state will require cold precision. Cancer will learn to respond with logic rather than emotion. They will weed out the unnecessary, focus on the essentials, and structure their financial space. This will be a time when seemingly chaotic events will begin to form a single clear pattern. There will be an understanding that every move has its meaning, and every decision creates a foundation that will work throughout the year. July and August will bring the most powerful changes. During this period, Cancer will begin to reap the rewards of all their previous actions. Projects that previously yielded minimal returns will suddenly begin to generate significantly higher income. People who once underestimated them will now turn to them for help, offer lucrative deals, and seek partnerships. Cancer will see how their reputation becomes a financial tool. They will feel stronger, more stable, and more confident than ever. This time will be a period of growth that will be noticeable even in small things: increased turnover, new opportunities, unexpectedly profitable situations, and rapid positive changes. In September, Cancer will reach a new financial level. It will not be just an accumulation of resources, but their use in larger-scale projects. They will start working with investments that will not yield immediate results, but have enormous potential. Cancer will finally understand that their strength lies in their ability to see hidden benefits where others see only obstacles. They will begin to use information with maximum accuracy. This will lead to the formation of long-term sources of income that will work stably, predictably, and effectively. October will be a month of scaling. All financial systems created during the year will begin to grow. Cancer will coordinate several streams, control several directions, and work with a large amount of information and people. The ability to analyze deeply will become the main tool at this time. They will see ahead, assess risks, and make the most profitable decisions. October will turn their financial path into an upward trajectory that will no longer have a decline. November will be a moment of stabilization. Cancer will be able to see real figures that exceed his previous expectations. His income will take on a form that will give a sense of stability and control. No external circumstances will be able to disturb his internal financial balance, because it will be built not on random events, but on accurate decisions made throughout the year. December will be the final stage, when Cancer will enter a state where financial opportunities will no longer be something unattainable. They will become a natural part of their life. Cancer will be able to manage large resources without internal doubts. Material power will become their stable support. They will have not just income, but a financial system that will grow regardless of fluctuations in external conditions. Leo. In 2026, Leo will enter a financial reality that will resemble a huge arena, where events will unfold not gradually, but with an intensity that will require his full presence, strong character, and uncompromising confidence. Already in the first week of January, Leo will feel that the usual boundaries no longer work. Opportunities will begin to appear quickly, but each of them will require a precise decision. There will be no chaos in this. There will be tension that creates space for growth. Leo will reach a new level not by chance, but through a natural ability to control the situation when others are still trying to understand what is happening. His energy will be a catalyst for financial processes that were previously slow but will now gain momentum. In January, they will begin to understand that external changes only push them to realize the potential that has long been untouched. Leo will stop perceiving money as the result of events. They will see it as an instrument of influence. This will change not only their thinking style, but also their decision-making process. He will develop strategic courage that will not resemble reckless risk-taking. It will be a confident sense of the right moment. This winter, Leo will make decisions that will lay the foundation for the whole year. In February, financial dynamics will become clearer. Leo will begin to structure his income as if he had known how to do it for a long time. They will find a way to expand their activities without losing control. Their intuition will work together with their mind, and this tandem will become a mechanism that triggers material changes. There will be no fuss. There will be firmness. Leo will stop doubting their ability to move upward, and at that very moment, external opportunities will begin to respond to their confidence. March will reveal another resource, the ability to negotiate. Situations that previously required compromise will now adapt to his style. Leo will speak little but clearly, and this will yield results. He will be offered what was previously offered to others. His authority will become a currency of material influence. People will begin to perceive him as someone who can guarantee stability, and this is what will create powerful long-term agreements. In April, Leo will find himself in a situation where financial opportunities will arise faster than he can analyze them. But he will not be confused. He will choose only those areas where he will see concrete results. Not hypothetical, not illusory, real. This will lead to rapid growth, which at first will seem random, but in fact will be a direct result of his clear and firm strategy. At this time, he will cease to be satisfied with good. He will only be interested in the maximum. May will turn on his internal intellectual engine. Leo will begin to analyze, calculate, and predict, but without the unnecessary doubts that often accompany such processes. He will combine logic with confidence so organically that every financial decision will seem not only correct, but inevitable. During this period, they will realize that they are ready to manage larger amounts of resources. Previously, such amounts were intimidating because they required excessive responsibility, but in 2026, Leo will have enough inner strength for everything. In June, Leo will face situations that will test his determination. This will be a period when the financial scene will require action rather than restraint. Leo will act quickly but not impulsively. He will be able to seize the moment when it is necessary to increase the volume of activity, when to hold back, and when to reallocate resources. No action will be accidental. Their financial movements will resemble precise choreography with no unnecessary elements. July will bring a significant expansion of opportunities. Leo will feel that their material influence goes beyond the usual scale. Projects that previously seemed destined for others will open up to them. But now they will speak confidently and convincingly, and this confidence will work better than any presentation. Leo will begin to attract people with financial resources, and this will create a mutually reinforcing effect. At this point, they will stop simply earning money. They will begin to create economic power. August will bring the first clear results of everything that has been done. Deals started in the spring will begin to bring in profits. Some will be unexpectedly large. Leo will set that his ability to make decisions under pressure has become one of the most accurate financial tools. He will stop questioning his own path. They will finally recognize that their growth is not accidental. This will become an internal fulcrum that will strengthen them even more. September will shape a new financial model. Leo will have several streams of income, and each will work independently. They will not manage money. They will manage the system, and it is the system that will ensure maximum effect. At this point, he will understand that financial independence is not the absence of expenses, but the ability to control his own rhythm. October will be the month when Leo begins to act on a larger scale than he had planned. Situations will require a level of responsibility that would have previously caused doubts. But Leo will not hesitate. He will know that he has reached a state where willpower has become part of his financial mechanism. His decisions will determine events, not the other way around. He will be able to influence the pace of project development, control risks, and generate profits from each process. In November, he will begin to see a clear financial line, from the first step of the year to the current point. Leo will understand that his every move was a logical element of a large structure. Income will become stable, predictable, and at the same time, large-scale. Leo will reach a level where money will cease to be a goal. It will become a tool that gives freedom. December will bring the entire financial picture of the year to a powerful final level. Leo will enter a state where his material power will no longer depend on external stability. He will create a foundation that will work from his decisions, his pace, his internal structure. Leo will end the year with the feeling that he has finally regained the influence that was once suppressed. Virgo. Archena will repeatedly emphasize that it is Virgo who, in 2026, will reach a level of financial power where logic and hard work will cease to be mere character traits. They will become a driving force capable of shaping events. Her words that Virgos possess the most accurate mechanism for reading future opportunities will begin to manifest themselves in the first weeks of January. It is then that Virgo will feel that the year does not allow her to remain within the old boundaries. The space around her will change rapidly, and these changes will not scare her, but on the contrary, will create a sense of internal control over the situation. In January, Virgos will begin to see finances as a systems where every element is subject to analysis. They will not act blindly. They will not allow chance to control the course of events. And this will be the beginning of their rapid financial rise. Archena emphasizes, Virgos don't just choose a path, they design it, and this will be evident during this winter period. Virgo will review old income structures, improve them, and synchronize them with new opportunities that will begin to appear naturally. The year will require precision, and Virgo will respond with impeccable discipline. In February, the internal impulse to scale up will intensify. Virgo will begin to act with mathematical precision. She will be able to determine which processes should be activated immediately and which should be left as deferred potential. Her strong ability to work with details will allow her to predict financial results more accurately than other signs. Archena will emphasize that Virgo has a rare ability to transform limited resources into stable material platforms. In February, this ability will become especially valuable, because that is when Virgo will begin a cycle of decisions that will lead her to the greatest financial development of the year. March will be a month of internal breakthrough for Virgo. She will feel the need to abandon old professional approaches. Archena said that Virgos sometimes limit themselves with excessive modesty, but in 2026, this modesty will cease to be an obstacle. Virgo will focus on expanding her professional role. She will no longer see herself as an executor. She will move into the position of a strategic architect who creates mechanisms that work independently of external factors. This transformation will be fundamental. Virgo will stop doing everything herself and will begin to delegate, automate, and create scalable systems. In April, her financial field will become even more active. This month, Virgo will be able to see long-term benefits where others see only short-term difficulties. Her ability to analyze processes at the micro level will allow her to build an income structure that will have several parallel levels. Archena will call this state Virgo's moment of awakening, when she finally realizes not only her skills but also her power to manage complex financial mechanisms. This month will see the first significant increase in income, not by chance, but because of a well-formed strategy. May will be a period of practical consolidation of results. Virgo will begin to work not only on increasing profits, but also on optimizing costs. Archena has always emphasized that Virgo is the only sign capable of turning savings into a tool for scaling, rather than a manifestation of fear of loss. In May, this ability will become critically important. Virgo will be able to free up resources that were previously eaten up by routine processes and direct them to new projects. This will have a double effect, increasing income and reducing the load on the main sources of work. In June, Virgo will begin to deploy its strongest side, the ability to see patterns in complex information flows. Archena often repeated that Virgo can identify hidden benefits when others see only chaos. This month, this ability will become particularly evident. Virgo will be able to predict financial changes so accurately that she will avoid any risky situations and instead use every external shift as an opportunity. Her financial behavior will become confident and cool-headed. July and August will turn into a period of systematic growth. During these months, Virgo will see the results of every action she has taken over the past 6 months. Income will start coming in from different sources. She will discover that she has several independent financial streams, but they all obey her management logic. Archena will emphasize that it is during this period that Virgo will show the world her greatest skill. the ability to manage cash flow with a precision that other signs cannot match. September will be a moment of scaling. Virgo will not just increase the flows, she will begin to create structures capable of generating income without her constant presence. This is intellectual work of the highest level. It is at this time that financial results will begin to exceed her previous expectations. Archena has repeatedly said that Virgos are capable of creating a quiet financial empire, and it is in the fall that this phrase will become a reality. October and November will transform the year into a trajectory of stable material growth. In October, Virgo will be able to conclude the most important deals of the year. These will be decisions that will shape her income, not only within 2026, but also in subsequent cycles. In November, she will enter a state where financial processes will work synchronously, without failures, and each direction will bring tangible results. Archena said, "Virgo comes to the top quietly but forever," and this stage will confirm her words. December will bring the financial year into a clear structure. Virgo will have a stable flow of income, a completely controlled decision-making mechanism, and an inner state of confidence that she often lacked before. Her strength will lie in the fact that she will not depend on chance. She will control financial processes with precision, which will allow her in the coming years to move into the category of people capable of creating financial stability, even under pressure from external factors. Archena did not include Virgo in the list of signs that will receive wealth for nothing. In 2026, this will not be a promise. It will be a natural result of her mind, discipline, and ability to manage complex systems. Libra. In 2026, Libras will enter a financial space where no movement will seem random, and events will unfold as if the whole year had been designed specifically for their ability to work at the limits of intellectual precision and inner harmony. Archena will repeatedly emphasize that it is Libra who will have the chance to go beyond their own limitations this year, because their balance will cease to be a defense. It will become a tool for controlling financial flows. From the first days of January, Libras will feel that 2026 requires them not to wait passively, but to actively intervene in the course of events. They will find themselves between several important decisions, and it is their ability to assess the situation from different angles that will help them choose the path that will lead to material prosperity. In January, they will face an internal conflict, to act quickly or to prepare the ground longer than usual. But it is Archena who will emphasize that this year, Libras will win not through caution, but through calculated risk. And Libras will begin to allow themselves what they previously refrained from. This month, they will take the first step toward expanding their financial opportunities, which will lay the foundation for the entire year. In February, the financial picture will begin to change. Libras will realize that some of the sources of income they previously distrusted are beginning to show stability. This will be the moment when they stop evaluating events solely through the prism of security. They will allow themselves to think more broadly. Archena will emphasize that Libras know how to work with resources in ways that others cannot. They combine profit with ethics, analysis with intuition. This month, they will be able to conclude several deals or make decisions that will eventually take them to a higher financial level. March will be a mirror of their inner strength. Libra will feel that their financial path no longer requires a survival strategy. It requires a growth strategy. They will begin to build new areas of activity. These may be projects that were previously postponed due to fear of excessive responsibility. In March, this fear will disappear. Libras will see real prospects where they previously saw only complications. Archena will say that in 2026, Libras will stop hesitating and take what belongs to them. And that is what will start to work. In April, Libras will find themselves at a point where old patterns no longer work and new ones are still unstable. But this will become their advantage. They will be able to find a logical structure in chaotic processes, which will allow them to build a clear financial direction. Libras will begin to analyze risks not out of fear, but out of a desire for efficiency. They will see that they can work in several directions at once. Archena will note that their intellectual flexibility is the main tool of the year. May will bring them a wave of opportunities. Libras will feel that this month they can attract financial resources that were previously lacking to implement larger-scale plans. They will begin to revise their goals. Small projects that once yielded minimal profits will transform into full-fledged income streams. Libras will experience growth not only in profits, but also in the quality of process management. Archena will say that this year, Libras are changing not only their financial level, but also their way of thinking. June will mark the beginning of a key stage, the transition from stability to scaling. Libras will realize that they can work with large resources without overload. Everything that once threw them off balance will now have no power over them. They will become more precise, decisive, and significantly stronger in their financial actions. This month, they will be able to take on projects that seem difficult but have great prospects. Archena emphasizes that when Libras feel confident, they become one of the strongest signs in the financial sphere. July and August will level out the phases of their growth. During these months, their income will become stable, steady, and predictable. Libras will see that their ability to assess situations from different angles allows them to avoid the mistakes that others make. They will work without haste, but without delay. This will be a state of supreme inner harmony, which will directly influence their material success. September will open up a new wave of financial opportunities. Libras will begin to receive offers that previously seemed unattainable. Their competence will be noticed by those who have influence and resources. This will be a time of partnerships, agreements, and new projects that will form a stable financial foundation. Archena emphasizes that it is in the fall that Libras enter a phase of confident economic dominance. In October, Libras will feel that they are in complete control of their financial environment. Their intellectual power will be working at its peak. This month, they will be able to expand the scope of their activities, reallocate resources, and launch additional income streams. They will reach a state where they will not just react, they will shape new rules of the game. November will be a time of stabilization and accumulation. Libras will see real numbers that exceed even those expectations that they did not voice aloud. The financial picture will become clear, structured, and fully manageable. In December, Libras will end the year at a level they didn't even think about in January. They will have several stable sources of income, a deep understanding of financial logic, inner confidence, and the ability to predict events with high accuracy. Archena was right. In 2026, Libras will stop looking for balance. They themselves will become the center of financial equilibrium. Scorpio. In 2026, Scorpio will move along the financial path as if the year itself were created for its strength, endurance, and ability to penetrate the essence of processes where others see only the surface. Archena has repeatedly said that Scorpio is the sign that in 2026 will take wealth not because it is lucky, but because it will be able to control what others fear. From the very first days of January, it will feel how its inner concentration turns into strategic action. Situations that previously required caution will now open up to them on a new scale. Scorpio will move forward not gradually, but in leaps and bounds, each of which will be part of a major financial transformation. In January, his ability to see hidden benefits in difficult circumstances will increase. This is the period when Scorpio will stop working in survival mode and switch to strategic accumulation mode. He will take clear steps, review old schemes, weed out weak elements, and structure expenses so that they begin to work for him. It is at this time that they will form the foundation on which to build future financial decisions. Archena said that Scorpio never moves without a vector, and this year that vector will become extremely strong. February will change the pace of events. Scorpio will feel that people are appearing around them who bring information, resources, or opportunities. They will not allow emotions to cloud their financial logic. This month, they will be as focused as possible. Their inner insight will allow them to see benefits where others do not even suspect their existence. They will make decisions quietly, confidently, and precisely, and each decision will bring results. In February, he will begin to receive the first signs that the year is preparing a material breakthrough for him. In March, Scorpio will face circumstances that will require not just determination, but strict discipline. During this period, he will not waste his energy chaotically. He will work according to his own plan. He will break down any risk into parts, where there is profit, where there is a threat, where there is an opportunity to obtain additional resources. Archena emphasizes that March will be a turning point in Scorpio's financial nature, and this change will be noticeable. He will cease to depend on external conditions and will begin to dictate his own rules to them. April will activate his analytical intelligence to the maximum. Scorpio will begin to see not only the direction, he will begin to see the trajectory. He will be able to calculate where his actions will yield the strongest growth. In the financial sphere, elements that were previously unstable will now become clear. Scorpio will make several key decisions that will work throughout the year. Their internal strategy will become flawless. Archena said that April will be the month when Scorpio ceases to be reactive and becomes the driving force of their material system. May will open the second stage, the creation of new income streams. Scorpio will begin to expand its financial sphere. It will not be afraid of sudden transitions because it will feel that it has enough reserves to withstand any pressure. Its determination will become the basis for growth. It will begin to work in areas that have long-term potential. This could be intellectual activity, strategic partnerships, investment, or several areas at once. Their ability to control different processes in parallel will be decisive. In June, Scorpios will feel an upswing that will not be like a random wave of luck. It will be the logical result of their decisions. Financial processes will begin to accelerate. Some of them will bring quick profits, others will be slower but more stable. Scorpios will begin to understand that they are moving in the right direction. Archena will emphasize that in 2026, Scorpios will be able to turn instability into a platform for growth. And this will become apparent in June. July will bring situations where it will be necessary to act decisively. Scorpio will not allow anyone to interfere with their financial plans. They will become tougher and more pragmatic. Their inner compass will become perfectly accurate. They will weed out the unnecessary and not waste energy on questionable steps. July will be the month when Scorpio consolidates control over all financial areas. They will not allow chaos. During this period, they will receive confirmation that they are moving toward a significant material result. In August, they will switch to scaling mode. What has been built in the first 7 months of the year will begin to yield real returns. Scorpio will not work for survival or even development. They will work for domination. Their actions will have power, and their decisions will carry weight. Archena notes that August will be the month when Scorpio gains access to financial opportunities that are closed to most. September will be a period of deepening. Scorpio will be able to move into larger spheres. They will begin to work with large projects, greater resources, and more complex structures. They will take on challenges that others avoid. Their thinking will become strategic at a level that is difficult to replicate. It is in September that they will consolidate their position, allowing them to move confidently until the end of the year. October will bring a sharp increase in income. It will be a month when Scorpios will be able to do what is unattainable for other signs, quickly convert information into tangible results. His discipline, willpower, and ability to penetrate the financial essence of situations will make him one of the strongest players in 2026. Archena predicted that it is in the fall that Scorpio will show the true value of his decisions, and this will come true completely. November will be a month of steady accumulation. Scorpio will not miss a single opportunity. He will expand the scope of his activities, increase turnover, and strengthen his internal income structure. At this time, he will begin to see his financial path for years to come. December will end the year with financial confidence. This will be a state in which Scorpio will be able to manage any material flows. They will have resources, control, influence, and the ability to act where others only observe. Archena did not include Scorpio among those who will receive wealth for nothing. In 2026, they will not just take financial heights, they will establish them. Sagittarius. In 2026, Sagittarius will follow a financial trajectory that, from the first weeks of the year, will turn into a dynamic, rapid, and sharp path, where each month will require precision, strength, and readiness to act where others will only observe. Archena will repeatedly emphasize that Sagittarius in 2026 will not just get an opportunity, he will enter a space that corresponds to his inner nature, decisive, fearless, and focused on scale. This year will reinforce each of his strengths and sharpen all the tools that will help him move toward a financial breakthrough. In January, Sagittarius will feel how his inner need to act ceases to be an impulse and becomes a systematic intention. He will begin to restructure his financial thinking, from chaotic activity to strategic movement. His determination will go beyond the usual. Sagittarius will no longer allow himself to postpone prospects until better times. He will begin to redistribute resources, take old matters to a new level, and form the foundation on which the whole year will unfold. Archena emphasizes, January will be the vector that sets Sagittarius' direction for the entire cycle. In February, the pace of events will increase. Sagittarius will receive information that will quickly transform into decisions. They will not stop at the first option. They will evaluate opportunities on a larger scale than others. This will make their movements precise and irreversible. In February, they will discover a new financial sphere, or strengthen an existing one, so that it will begin to yield results much faster than they expected. Archena will call this month a transitional stage to high speed. March will be a month of internal mobilization. Sagittarius will face processes that require concentration and consistency. They will not avoid this. On the contrary, they will see these circumstances as an opportunity to work out a new model of behavior. Their willpower, which is usually directed toward achieving long-term goals, will become a tool for instant decisions. Archena said that March opens the door to complex but very profitable opportunities for Sagittarius. And that is exactly what will happen. In April, a financial breakthrough will begin to take shape. Sagittarius will decide to act faster and more confidently. Their work style will cease to be merely intense. It will become strategically powerful. They will be able to combine several streams into a strong income structure. Some of them will become primary, others will be secondary, but all will work for growth. In April, events will gain momentum. Archena will emphasize that this month will be the beginning of a phase of active growth. May will make him financially flexible. Sagittarius will be able to adapt to any fluctuations. He will know when to speed up and when to stabilize the situation. His thinking will become clear. At this time, he will begin to form long-term partnerships that will have a strong financial effect. May will boost his confidence so much that even difficult decisions will come easily. In June, Sagittarius will see the first convincing results of his previous actions. Income streams will become more noticeable, and growth will be more tangible. This will be the moment when Sagittarius realizes that his intuition works flawlessly. They will begin to take steps that others would call risky, but for them, it will be a logical sequence. Archena emphasizes that June will be the month of confirmation of the correctness of Sagittarius's path. July will bring the most intense wave of the year. Proposals, opportunities, new directions, everything will be concentrated in one financial field. Sagittarius will be able to manage a large volume of events without losing clarity. He will remain stable, even when the pace increases. This month, he will realize that he has become a player of a different level. His influence will become noticeable, and his actions will be capable of changing situations. In August, he will feel the return on his work on the largest possible scale. Income will begin to move in waves, one stable, the second accelerated, and the third long-term. Sagittarius will learn to manage them without overload. Their flexibility will become a strength. Archena emphasizes that August creates an effect of accumulating strength for Sagittarius. September will deepen financial mechanisms. Sagittarius will feel the strengthening of their resource base. They will be able to work with larger amounts of money without losing accuracy. This month, they will begin to build systems that will work independently. They will cease to depend on a single source and will be able to create a multi-level financial structure. September will become the basis for the most powerful part of the year. October will bring a turning point. Sagittarius will have the opportunity to conclude important deals, finalize results, and launch new projects. Everything they have done before will begin to bring significant growth. Their responsibility will increase, but so will their strength. Archena predicts that in October, Sagittarius will reach financial amplitude, and this will come true completely. November will be a month of concentration. Sagittarius will see that their material foundation has become solid, stable, and controllable. They will be able to expand their system without risk of loss. In November, they will feel confident, structured, and as professional as possible in their financial activities. In December, they will end the year at their peak. Their income will not be random, it will become a pattern. They will have a financial system that works for them, not against them. The decisions made during the year will give him the material strength that will ensure stability for a long time. Archena did not include Sagittarius among the signs of great wealth for nothing. In 2026, he will not just get results, he will achieve financial maturity. Capricorn. In 2026, Capricorn will move forward as if the whole year was created for its inner stability, cold logic, and ability to build from scratch what others consider impossible. Archena will repeatedly emphasize that Capricorn will become a symbol of financial endurance and strategic thinking, because it will not simply react to events. It will shape their direction. Already in the first days of January, it will feel that 2026 is launching a cycle of material growth for it, which will require not strength, but skill. Capricorn will begin to move silently, firmly, and with unique deliberation, and each step will matter. January will be a period when Capricorn realizes that time is no longer working against them. Events will begin to even out, opening up space for them to bring order to their financial affairs. They will not rush. They will start with the basics, redistributing resources, clarifying financial priorities, and completing old inconvenient matters. This month, Capricorn will act as a strategist rather than an executor. Archena emphasizes that January reminds Capricorn of their power to shape long-term success. In February, Capricorn will feel financial energy beginning to condense around them. This will not be a sudden breakthrough. It will be a systematic strengthening. This month, they will see which opportunities they have underestimated, which areas are worth reviving, and which should be closed for good. They will work with data, analytics, and real numbers. His inner discipline will become his main tool. Archena said that Capricorn's February decisions are perfectly balanced between cold calculation and impeccable intuition. March will reveal his hidden financial resources. Capricorn will begin to realize that he can take on more responsibility. He will be able to raise the bar so high that past limits will begin to look like temporary constructs. In March, he will create a new model of activity, structured, rigid, but effective. His decisions will be accurate, without emotional fluctuations. Archena will emphasize that Capricorn enters a mode of material gathering in March, where every step counts. In April, the first large-scale financial flow will begin to form. Capricorn will see prospects where others see overly long payback periods. He will be able to attract resources, informational, material, or human, that will lay the foundation for great results in the second half of the year. They will refuse to rush and will act calmly. Archena said that April will be the month of strengthening Capricorn's financial architecture. In May, Capricorn will experience an important turning point. They will be able to see the first real results of their discipline. Their income will begin to increase. This will not be explosive growth. It will be a confident consolidation. They will allocate resources with impeccable precision, avoiding unnecessary movements. Their financial model will become more stable than ever. In May, they will begin to realize that they have the power not only to earn, but also to save, accumulate, and multiply. June will strengthen his financial influence. It will be a month when Capricorn realizes that he can manage large amounts of information and resources. He will work with precision, which will allow him to avoid mistakes where others would lose ground. June will be a turning point in the sense that Capricorn will begin to see the whole picture, not just fragments. Archena emphasizes that in June, Capricorn will gain control over scale. The most interesting stage will begin in July. Capricorn will have access to new financial opportunities. They will work in an area that previously required excessive risk, but will now become stable for them. Their strategic restraint will allow them to avoid rushing. In July, they will make one of the decisions that will affect the whole year. Archena will call this month the moment when Capricorn's patience turns into strength. August will be a month of concentration. Capricorn will completely master the financial space. He will see where the resources are leaking and plug the leak once and for all. He will understand that his stability is not a coincidence, but the result of internal order. In August, Capricorn will be at the peak of his analytical form. He will make decisions that will provide him with a solid financial foundation. September will begin to bring the first significant dividends. Their efforts will transform into tangible results. They will receive offers that previously seemed unattainable. In September, Capricorn will become one of the most stable and far-sighted players in the financial sphere. Archena will emphasize that September will open doors of pages that have been closed for many years. October will give him the opportunity to scale up what he has created. Capricorn will be able to expand his areas of activity, attract partners, and discover a new level of resources. He will start a financial movement that will last until the end of the year. His discipline and ability to act without unnecessary emotions will be his main advantage. Archena emphasizes that October is a period of Capricorn's rise. November will be a month of consolidation. Capricorn will see real figures that exceed his own expectations. He will be able to provide himself and his loved ones with a level of stability that needs no further explanation. Their movements will become more confident, and their financial situation will become more stable. December will bring everything to a logical, material conclusion. This year will give Capricorn a stability that is difficult to shake. They will have established systems, solid resources, deep confidence, a clear plan, and the ability to control their financial space as they have long desired. Archena was right to include Capricorn among those who will enter 2026 with the potential for wealth. His path will prove this without a doubt. Ready to write Aquarius in the most professional, powerful, and unique style. Aquarius. In 2026, Aquarius will enter the financial space as if this year is specially tailored to its rare ability to see the future before others notice the first changes. Archena will repeatedly emphasize that it is Aquarius who will open doors that have remained closed for a long time in this cycle, because his thinking will be ahead of events. They will not follow circumstances. They will shape them. And from the first week of January, it will become clear that this year will require not just creativity, but structured power that transforms ideas into concrete cash flows. January will be a period of awakening for his analytical intellect. Aquarius will feel that old financial approaches no longer work, and inertia will be replaced by a desire to create something new. He will begin to analyze, combine incompatible elements, and create formulas that will open up opportunities for profit where others see only dry numbers. In January, Aquarius will not seek support. They will seek logic, and they will find it. Archena claims that it is during this period that Aquarius will encounter the first signs pointing to a year of significant financial growth. In February, the rhythm will change. Financial ideas that seemed too bold not long ago will begin to find support. Aquarius will receive information that will strengthen their confidence. They will work quickly, but not chaotically. In February, they will launch the first process, which will eventually become one of the most effective flows of the year. Archena will emphasize that in February, Aquarius will move from the stage of perception to the stage of construction. March will be a month of internal reformatting. It will be a period when Aquarius will abandon old doubts that have long held him back from decisive steps. He will begin to act at a level where decisions are made not by emotions, but by structural clarity. He will see the perspective so clearly that any hesitation will disappear. Archena emphasizes that in March, Aquarius will remove the limitations from their thinking, and this is what will trigger financial processes. April will add intensity. Aquarius will implement an idea that they were previously afraid to implement due to its scale. They will do this without unnecessary drama, clearly, dryly, professionally. This month, his logic will work as a coordinate system that aligns financial chaos. April will be the point from which a long-term income stream will begin to form. Archena will emphasize that it is April that makes Aquarius the architect of his own financial path. In May, financial events will begin to accelerate. Aquarius will realize that the year requires greater concentration. They will abandon decisions that do not work and direct their energy towards areas that provide real growth. May will be a month of financial adjustments. Aquarius will begin to act purposefully, less theory, more practice. It is at this moment that they will realize that their financial strategy is turning into an autonomous system. June will reveal the first large-scale result. Aquarius will receive confirmation that the chosen path is correct. Their working model will become so productive that they will be able to work in 2 or even 3 directions at once without losing efficiency. The financial flow will stabilize and profits will become systematic. Archena emphasizes that June is the month when Aquarius enters a state of financial maturity. July will mark the beginning of the most intense part of the year. Aquarius will find themselves in situations that will require quick thinking. Information flows, projects, new opportunities. All of this will be concentrated in their hands. But they will not be overwhelmed. On the contrary, they will begin to work even more accurately. In July, Aquarius will be able to conclude a deal or launch a process that will become a key source of income in the second half of the year. August will transform the financial space. It will be a month when external circumstances will cease to influence the course of events. Aquarius will keep the situation under control. They will become the center of their financial environment. Their determination will be sharp, their action professional. Archena will say that in August, Aquarius will move to the level of intellectual dominance. September will deepen all processes. Aquarius will begin to manage more complex structures that would previously have required significant emotional effort. But in 2026, they will work without pressure. Their financial machine will become self-sufficient. In September, they will have the opportunity to increase turnover, expand projects, or enter a new direction that had long been inaccessible. October will bring significant growth. This month, Aquarius will see their actions converted into real material results. Profits will not only be stable, they will grow. This will be a period when Aquarius will feel the true power of control over finances. Their influence will increase, and those around them will begin to trust them with difficult issues. November will provide an opportunity to structure all the potential they have gained. Aquarius will be able to build long-term financial models that will work for years. During this period, they will form a system that cannot be destroyed by chance or external influences. Archena emphasizes that in November, Aquarius will formalize their financial power. December will end the year with maximum consolidation. Their income will become predictable, controllable, and consistently high. Aquarius will have the resources for large-scale decisions. They will feel that 2026 was the year when their thinking ceased to operate within limits. It began to form a new financial horizon. Archena has not included Aquarius among those who receive great opportunities for nothing. They will realize them fully. Pisces. In 2026, Pisces will move in the financial environment as if a new, deeper type of interaction will be established between them and material processes. Archena will repeatedly emphasize that it is Pisces who will have the chance in this cycle to create an economic reality that not only provides stability, but also forms a powerful foundation for future growth. The year will not require them to struggle. It will require clarity, determination, and a willingness to trust their own intellectual potential. From the first days of January, Pisces will feel that their intuition is becoming not a premonition, but a tool for accurate financial analysis. January will be a month of differentiation. Pisces will begin to separate what has strategic value from what takes up time and resources. They will see structure in numbers, not chaos. During this period, the usual inner doubt will disappear. Pisces will begin to think firmly, concretely, and logically. Archena said that it is in January that Pisces stop collecting signals and start using them, and this will be the point from which the whole year will unfold on a much larger scale. In February, their keen ability to see hidden motives, benefits, and weaknesses in processes will become a financial advantage. Pisces will not rush, but they will not delay either. They will make decisions that will have a long-term effect. In February, they will see for the first time the real difference between how they acted before and what they are preparing for now. The year will require not passive adaptation, but conscious construction of a new economic model, and Pisces will cope. March will be a month of concentration. Pisces will realize that some of their financial opportunities were right there, but required a different internal structure. In March, this structure will begin to take shape. Pisces will be able to clearly see the cause and effect relationships. They will find a way to optimize expenses that have long been limiting their opportunities. The financial sphere will be put in order step by step. Archena will assert that it is in March that Pisces enter a phase of stable material consolidation. April will open up opportunities that will require in-depth analysis. Pisces will not succumb to impulses. They will begin to work with numbers as naturally as they have always worked with emotions. They will be able to combine inner flexibility with rationality. In April, offers may appear that they would have once rejected due to uncertainty, but now they will see real potential in them. This month will give Pisces the space to expand their activities. May will be a month of practical construction of a new financial system. Pisces will distribute their energy evenly, not overly emotionally, not too coldly, but in a balanced way. They will see each process as part of a whole. In May, they will create their first stable income stream that will work autonomously. Archena will emphasize that this month will consolidate Pisces' ability to manage complex material structures. In June, things will start to speed up. Pisces will see that their financial decisions are yielding results faster than in previous years. During this period, they will be able to scale up without losing stability. They will feel confident, as if they have been working at this pace for a long time. In June, they will make a decision that will be a key growth point in the second half of the year. July will create new room for maneuver. Pisces will be able to work in several directions at once without losing focus. Their thinking will become even deeper. They will see not only the details, but also the structure as a whole. In July, Pisces will be able to take a bold step, financial or professional, that will lead to significant growth in the coming months. Archena says that July will open up a new trajectory of material power for Pisces. August will level out financial processes. Pisces will not feel pressure because they have learned to manage the situation. This month, stability will become not a dream, but a practical fact. Pisces will be able to control their income as confidently as they control their own pace. They will see the result of every previous action. September will expand their strategic thinking. Pisces will begin to form projects that will be long-term in nature. At this time, they will stop doubting their ability to work at a high level. They will feel that the year gives them not only finances, but also the power to manage them. Archena said that in September, Pisces will transition to the status of financial intellectuals. In October, Pisces will begin to implement their most ambitious plans. This is the month when they will be able to make deals and decisions that will take them to a whole new financial level. Their influence will become noticeable. Pisces will be able to see the whole path from start to finish. In October, stability will no longer be conditional, it will become objective. November will bring systematic strengthening of all financial areas. Pisces will be able to bring the processes that began at the beginning of the year to a logical conclusion. Their profits will become structured, predictable, and high quality. In November, they will feel like masters of their own economic space. December will end the year with a state of material strength. Pisces will have all sources of income under control. Their thinking will become holistic, their decisions will be well thought out, and their strategy will be far-sighted. The financial level they will reach will be stable, strong, and well-deserved. Archena was right when she said that Pisces will finally realize their hidden economic potential in 2026.